Hi everybody, thank you for joining. We're making some homemade barbecue chicken pizza. Right now I'm just seasoning the chicken. I'm about to put the chicken in the pan to cook. Make sure you guys are double tapping that screen, send some likes through, leave a comment, let us know where you're joining from. I am in Las Vegas. We're just seasoning the chicken. I'm gonna put the chicken in the pan to cook. We're making barbecue chicken, bacon pizza. Florida, okay. Florida is my favorite state. If I could live in Florida, I would. And you guys can't see the stove from over here, but I'm cooking the chicken in the bacon grease. HG Hunt, thank you for the follow. Do you come on often? I'm trying to come on more often. I usually get on here and cook when I have some time, but if you ever miss it, you are welcome to go over to my YouTube. I upload all of my lives in full within about 2 to 3 days after filming them. So you can go to my YouTube, it's in my bio. It's the same as my TikTok name, Chefstiny on YouTube. You can see, I think I have about 7 or 8 lives already uploaded. This one will be uploaded in a couple of days. But I get on when I can. I don't have any special schedule, unfortunately. Nani32, thank you for the follow. Vegas is on your list to come out. Yeah, Vegas is fun. It's not a place you stay for a long time though. Even if you're just visiting, like 3 or 4 days max, it's probably enough. I can show y'all real quick. We have the chicken cooking in the bacon grease here. Once it's done, we'll cut it up and put it with the pizza. The hardest part about the homemade pizza is rolling out your dough. So it's been sitting out for probably 20 minutes. After it's been refrigerated, you want to sit it out for a while so that it gives the dough time to rise. But I'm going to roll it out, only about half of this to make a whole pizza. Roll it out, and then we'll get to cooking. I actually need to preheat my oven too, so it'll be ready. And if you're not able to stay for the entire live, this video will be up in a couple days. But also, if you go to my YouTube, there is a video of me making calzones and pizza. So if you need the quick version of how to make it, you can go watch that video as well. So let me get this all ready. The counter is all disinfected. I'm going to have to roll it out here. Yeah, it's good for a mini vacation. It's not somewhere you stay a long time, but it's a lot of fun. I would suggest visiting Vegas not in the dead of summer, because in the summer it gets really hot, like over 110 degrees, and it's like not that fun. But if you come in the springtime, That's probably the best time to come. It'll be like 80s or 90s. Right now it's kind of cold, like 40s to 60s. So I'm putting the flour on the counter so that the dough doesn't stick. I probably didn't need this much, but that's okay. Everything is all clean. So I'm using the counter because it's easier. It's easier that way. I also add a little bit of oil to the counter or to the dough when I take it out. Let's see. I would usually use olive oil, but I don't have that much. It doesn't really matter. It just helps it not stick. All right, so we have our dough. Let's see. Get the scissors. Thank you guys who are all just joining. Make sure if you just got here, you let us know in the comments where you're joining from. We have someone from Florida. I'm in Las Vegas. So I've never made dough from scratch. I always just get it from the regular grocery store. They have dough ready for you to use, which I never knew until I was looking for it. So most likely your local store has it too. So again, I'm just going to use a piece of this, kind of a lot of dough. Usually if I use all of it, it's because I'm making 2 whole pizzas, but today I'm only using half to make 1 pizza. We'll cut it about in half. About a ½ pound worth. We'll put that away. And this is what we'll use. We'll roll it out nice and thin when you get the roller. What did y'all have for New Year's dinner? Were y'all cooking or were you eating at a restaurant? You flip the chicken, get the roller. Okay. All right, so hopefully, thank you, Patrick, for the likes. Hopefully you guys can see pretty well. I like to start by just doing it, stretching out the dough very delicately because you don't want to poke any holes in it. To add some oil as well, that helps it to stretch. So put some on this side. About a cupful. And if we have any true Italians watching and this ain't it, it gets the job done. Don't judge my format here. Alright, so once you kind of spread it with your hands, we're going to use this to roll it out. Now this is going to be barbecue chicken pizza. I personally like it with a little bit of a thinner crust rather than like a puff crust. So I don't mind overworking the dough just a little bit so it doesn't puff up as much. I put some of the flour on here so it doesn't stick. Here we go. Roll out your dough. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. You just want to roll it out enough that it'll fit in your pan. Like this is just about right for me. And you can tell it's not a perfect circle, but it'll get the job done. How long have I been cooking? I feel like I've been cooking for most of my life. I'm 28, but when I really got into it was during quarantine when there was nothing else to do in 2020. Kind of just got into it a little bit more, but it's a lot of fun. It's something I just do in my spare time. I'm no professional. I'm not professionally trained or anything. Happy New Year. Thank you. I just cook for fun. So if my techniques or cuts or anything are off, I apologize ahead of time. I'm not a professional. Now I'm just putting some flour in the pan over here. I'll show you. I'm using my cast iron pan. Thank you, Road 23. Thanks for the follow. I'm using my cast iron pan, but I'm just putting a little bit of flour, dump the extra, so that when I put the dough in here, it doesn't stick while it cooks. And I'll also put a cap full of the oil. Okay, so this is pretty much ready. Our dough is ready. The chicken is cooking. The oven is heating. I cook it on about 475 for about 12 to 13 minutes. It depends on how you like your pizza. We put a little cap full of this, a little bit of oil in the pan that we're going to put it in. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just spread it a little. I'll show you what mine will look like. I'm making a mess over here by the stove. See, so I'm just putting a little oil so that it doesn't stick, but you want that flour still in there too. Thank you, Patrick. My New Year's Day was very fast. Today went really fast for me. Yesterday I still had work to do in the earlier part of the day, so it was a long day, but today just went right by. How was yours? Did you do anything? I feel like usually people spend a lot of their time celebrating on New Year's Eve, and then on New Year's Day, just relaxing. Okay. Now let's see, we're gonna put chicken, which I'm cooking right now, bacon, which is already cooked, onion, and then we'll make a barbecue and tomato sauce for the sauce on the pizza. So let's make our sauce while we're waiting for the chicken. Make the sauce. I'll probably just mix some in the bowl here. Okay. I know I should have on an apron with all the flour going everywhere. So I'm gonna make a quick little sauce here. It'll be just barbecue sauce mixed with tomato sauce for barbecue chicken pizza. If you're really fancy, you can make your own barbecue sauce, but I'm just using the one I have. Okay. And then this is just pizza sauce from the store. Didn't make my own pizza sauce today. So add a little bit of this to the barbecue sauce. Maybe about two tablespoons. Mix it together. And we're gonna need more barbecue. Depends on how you like it though. Watch football games, yeah. I feel like I missed most of them. One of them's on right now. I missed most of them today. The pizza's gonna cook for about 10 to 13 minutes. It really depends on how you like your pizza. I'm a person who likes it a little well done. So I would probably do up to 15 minutes. And the temperature I'm using is 475. I'm using 475, so the oven's heating up right now. Okay, so you see here we have a tomato sauce, barbecue sauce mixture. That'll be our sauce for the pizza. And if you don't want to use tomato sauce, you don't have to. You can just use plain barbecue sauce. Some places cook it like that. Plain barbecue sauce and spread that on instead of tomato. That's cool too. Or you can mix them like this. So, a little texture here. All right. So we're going to transition over to the pan. Let me clean up my mess first. There's flour everywhere. Okay. And with the same dough, I've used it to make, see, this is why I need an apron. I've used it to make calzones also, which is pretty much the same concept, except you would put the stuff in and then fold over your dough. But we're going to make pizza today. So let me take the dough over there, and then I'll take you guys over there. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so y'all can see I put the dough in here. I like to roll it out a little bit bigger than the pan so that it can go up the sides here, because it will shrink and puff as we cook it. So just a little up the sides is perfect. Mm-hmm. And then the chicken's over here cooking still. Break it in half, make sure it's cooking through. Chicken is cooking in the bacon fat. Just gonna cut it up. Once it's done, cut it up. Oh yeah, I don't know if I saw someone do that or I just decided it would be a good idea, but it works really well to cook pizzas. The cast iron pan works really well to cook a lot of things, but I've cooked quite a few pizzas and even calzones in here. and it does a good job. So yeah, you can try it. Just make sure you put a little flour like we did, and then a little bit of oil on the bottom as well, so your pizza doesn't stick. Once it's done, you should be able to shake it right out with the handle here. Cast iron works wonders. We'll put a little sauce while we wait. Have you made homemade pizza before? What did you use instead of the cast iron? Where's my thing? Because I've only ever used the cast iron. We'll put some of the sauce. Oh, okay, you haven't. Yeah, it might be worth a try. Usually, whenever you find the fresh dough at a store, it's pretty affordable. It used to be even cheaper, but like this one, I could probably make at least 2 large pizzas like this, and it costs a little less than $2. It used to cost about $1, but nowadays it's a little less than $2 to make 2 big pizzas. And then cheese and sauce and everything is pretty inexpensive. Could be something fun to do. Doesn't take much time to cook. If you're doing something simple like a vegetable pizza or some toppings you already have, like pepperoni, super fast and easy. Today I'm making barbecue chicken pizza, so I have to do a couple of steps to cook the chicken and the bacon and everything, but that's the nice thing about making your own pizza. There's no rules. If you go to a pizza shop and you want to add extra anything, it's going to cost you. But the same money you would spend on, let's say, a $9 or $10 pizza at Domino's or something, you could spend and make more than one pizza at home. So it might be worth a try. So I'm getting this one nice and saucy. Pizza Hut, yeah, I like Pizza Hut too. Okay, maybe a little more sauce over here. This little brush works wonders instead of a spoon. Anybody make any special New Year's dinner? I know a lot of people will make superstitious meals. They'll make the greens and the black-eyed peas and everything for good luck and fortune and all that stuff. Anybody make something today or yesterday? What y'all make? And if you guys are just joining, thank you for coming. We're making some homemade barbecue chicken and bacon pizza. Right now I'm letting the chicken finish up. The bacon is already cooked over here. We have our freshly rolled out dough and then a homemade, well, kind of homemade pizza sauce and barbecue sauce on there. So once this chicken finishes, we can move on to the topping and then throw it in the oven. Okay, so we'll keep letting that chicken go. You said you like Pizza Hut. What's your favorite pizza topping? I think my all-time favorite is pepperoni, but sometimes you gotta switch it up. So today we're doing barbecue chicken. And cut a little piece of onion. Cut a little piece of onion. I'm doing the cheat code way. There we go. Hi everybody, thank you for joining. If you just got here, we're making some pizza. You can leave a comment, let us know where you're joining from. Let us know what's your favorite pizza topping. We are making barbecue chicken with bacon and onions if you want to be specific. Red onions. We made a nice little barbecue tomato sauce and we rolled out some fresh dough. Oh, nice. You had a full meal. Yesterday I was a little busy, so we ended up not cooking. We ended up eating at a local restaurant. But today, we're cooking. Okay, so we'll let that chicken finish up and then I'll cut it up. All toppings on the pizza. Do you prefer like meat or do you prefer vegetable? Because I've made this similar recipe with just vegetable toppings, and that's not what I would usually buy at like a pizza shop, but it's also good. Okay, chicken's almost there. I'm gonna put a little cheese, and then we'll put the toppings and we'll put more cheese after that. Both, yeah. See, and the thing about liking both and liking all the toppings is when you get it from the pizza shop, it costs more the more toppings you get. The nice part about making it at home is you can put all the toppings you like. I always hate when they don't put enough cheese on pizza. I like it to be cheesy. This pizza isn't for me, so I won't put as much cheese, but if it was for me, I would put a lot of cheese. Yeah, see, sometimes when you're at the pizza shop and you ask for extra this, extra that, you end up spending so much money on just one pizza. If you spent that and made your own pizza, you would make probably a couple of them. All right, so a little cheese, and then let me cut this bacon and cut this chicken up. Here's my scissors. There. So we're just cutting up some pieces of bacon. And again, if you just got here, we're making barbecue chicken pizza with bacon. I like to put about half the cheese, put some toppings, and then put more cheese. That way it really locks it in. No, I'm going to put it in the oven, yep. Once I get all these toppings and cheese on, I'm going to put it in the oven at 475. The stove's not on, it's just chilling on the stove. Put it in the oven at 475 for 10 to 13 minutes, depending on how you like your pizza. So since I made 2 pieces of bacon for this one pizza, I'll put one and then I'll put the rest after I put cheese, more cheese. The person eating this doesn't care as much for cheese as I do, but if it was up to me, it'd be drowned in cheese. I'll cut these a little smaller too, cut the chicken smaller. Thank you for joining. We're making some barbecue chicken pizza. Finishing up the toppings, and then we're going to put it in the oven on 475 for about 10 to 13 minutes. And if you decide to make this and it doesn't look as done as you want it in 10 to 13, you can cook it a little longer too. Depends on how you like your pizza. I like my pizza a little well done. So right now I'm just cutting up the chicken. And I season the chicken with basic seasoning, a seasoning salt, garlic, onion powder, what else? Black pepper, nothing too crazy. And then I cooked it in the bacon grease. And I'm just cutting it up into nice small pieces. Alright, so our chicken is ready. Let's put a little bit, some more cheese, and we'll get it going. Whenever I first heard of barbecue chicken pizza, I thought they were like making barbecue chicken and putting that on regular pizza, but actually there's barbecue sauce in the tomato sauce. I don't make pizza too often. It's kind of a lot of work when it comes to the dough, and I just kind of have to have a taste for it, Okay. Thank you, everybody who just got here. We're making some barbecue chicken pizza. You can drop a comment. Let us know where you're joining from. Let us know what's your favorite pizza topping. Let me see. I might need this extra cheese. Let's see. Today I'm just using regular shredded mozzarella cheese. You can also use like the fresh mozzarella balls. You can make it as fancy as you like. Let me spread that piece. Maybe I shouldn't have left it by the stove. Texas, very cool. What part of Texas are you in? I've only been to Austin, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. And a little bit outside of that, but like within range of those two major cities. But it's cool. I like Texas. Earlier I ate a burger. I'm just not hungry. Otherwise I would have been having pizza too. Okay. We're getting all the remnants. Grand Prairie. I feel like I've heard of that. Is that Central? I don't know why I've heard of that, but I have. Okay. Again, the person I'm making this for doesn't care as much for cheese as I do, but I would put more cheese if it was mine. but it's not. So we'll put that much cheese and we'll be good. We did put it in the oven. All right, so now we'll add our red onions that we so nicely chopped, and we will add more bacon. And again, if you're just getting here and you missed all the fun, we're just making a barbecue chicken pizza. With all my cooking lives, I do upload them to my YouTube within a couple of days after filming, usually about 2 days. So if you'd like to see this one in full or any other ones I've done, you can go to my YouTube in my bio and you can subscribe and see some of my lives there. It's on my playlist named Chefstiny TikTok Live. And my YouTube name is the same as my TikTok name. Thank you very much. It'll be good. Might as well put the rest of this chicken. Cooked only a little piece of chicken, but somehow turned out to be a lot. Okay. This one's nice and loaded with toppings. And when we bake it, it'll all come together. I try to come on live as often as I can, but I'm really busy between work and school, so I kind of just log on when I can. I try to do at least once a week. I only just got TikTok Live a couple weeks ago, so I'm still figuring that out. But if you follow me and you put on live notifications, you'll be able to, TikTok will let you know when I'm getting on. But unfortunately, I don't have any set schedule of when I get on. It's kind of just when I have time. Put these last pieces of onion, and we're going in, everybody. Putting her in the oven. After I put this in, I can clean up my mess while it cooks. Alright, so I'll show y'all what it looks like here before we put it in. Yeah, I wish I could have a nice schedule. I'm like, I'll be on every this day, but just so busy. So y'all can ignore the mess I have made with the with the flour, but this is what it looks like before we cook it in the oven. I'll do this for about a minute so that people joining can see what we're doing and hopefully stick around for the result. And all of my recipes are pretty easy, like easy cooking level. I don't cook anything super difficult, so it's nice. It gives you new ideas for what you can cook at home. And we go through all the steps. And if you ever missed the live, again, you can see it on my YouTube where you can pause, rewind, fast forward, and watch it at your own pace. And it's also fun to watch on live too. So make sure you guys follow me. Turn on your live notifications. This is our barbecue chicken pizza before it goes in the oven. So I'll go over what we did. I had some fresh dough. I rolled it out. I mixed some pizza sauce with barbecue sauce. I pan cooked some bacon and some chicken, and then I put them on as toppings along with red onions. And I'm going to cook it in my cast iron pan. So this is about probably a 12-inch pizza. And it's only using half the dough that I got from the store. for less than $2. So fresh dough is pretty cheap if you check out your local supermarket. Okay, so now that we have that all ready, I'm going to put it in the oven on about 475 for about 10 to 13 minutes. Depends on how you like your pizza cooked. We're going to go in the oven. Thank you very much, Alfonso. Appreciate you joining again today. I'm going to pop this in. The good news is it doesn't take long, so you guys will be able to see the end result pretty soon. Okay. Put that in. I'll set a timer, and then we'll know when to check back in. Timer. Let's do 12 minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, let's clean up our mess. We're doing 475. Oh, it's probably backwards for you. 475. So right before that broil temperature, it cooks it nice and hot and fast, but also all the way through. That's what's important about rolling out your dough as well. You want to make sure you roll it evenly so that it cooks evenly. You don't want any undercooked pieces of your dough. Okay. Oops, it's still on. Should probably turn that off. It can be a little messy, but it's fun to make, either for yourself or if you have kids you want to make it with. It's a fun meal to make. It can be a little messy because of all the flour, but not a bad cleanup. Yeah, it's hot. I didn't realize I didn't turn it all the way off. Here, I'll put it over here until the pizza is done. There we go. So here we have the barbecue tomato sauce we made. And then all this flour on the counter is because we were rolling out the dough earlier. The flour and the oil help it to roll out nice and flat for you. Let's clean this up so we can prepare for our pizza coming out. Thank you to everybody who just got here. We're making some pizza, but it's in the oven. So feel free to drop a comment. Let us know where you're at. I'm in Las Vegas. We have some people in Texas and Florida. Let us know where you're at. Okay. The weather here, I think today was probably about 60, but it was really cloudy. So a little cool, light jacket weather. It's Las Vegas, so in the blink of an eye, it'll be back to being over 100 degrees. Ohio, very cool. I've never been to Ohio. Patrick, how's the weather where you're at? I'm gonna clean up my mess while the pizza cooks. Alfonso, how's the weather in Ohio? Okay, I have some extra sauce, so that'll be good for maybe a different pizza tomorrow. sort of raining. Yeah, that's how it was here too. It was just kind of raining. Yesterday it was raining too, and they almost had to cancel the Las Vegas Strip fireworks shows because of the wind and the rain. But despite the rain, a lot of people were still doing some good fireworks. It doesn't rain often in Nevada, so you have to take it when you can get it. I'll put a lid on this. 40. Yeah, that January weather. I'm actually surprised it's been as cold as it has, or cool, not really cold, here in Nevada. Usually winter doesn't last long here. But this year we've been chilling in the 40s, 50s for a couple of months. I'm from Colorado. When I went there for Christmas, and the first day it was negative 12 and snowing. Oh, they postponed it? When are they going to do it? I always wonder if they postpone it, when do they plan on doing it? Oh, thank you so much, Alfonso. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. See, I knew I used too much flour, but I'd rather use too much flour than have the dough start sticking to the counter when you're rolling it out. That's a whole other mess. Yeah. I wonder if it says on here, how much dough is it? Oh, it's a little over a pound of dough. 18 ounces of dough that comes in here. So I cut it in half. So I'm using about 9 ounces of dough to make one pizza. But it's nice because this is just so inexpensive. It's a little less than $2. Most likely at your local grocery store. You can use it for pizza, calzones, whatever you like. It's really convenient. They have those pizza doughs that they have like on the shelf and stuff, but this is actual like fresh dough. So to me, it's a little better. I would suggest though, if you decide to get this, put your hands in some flour before you're trying to remove it from the bag so it doesn't stick to the bag. Lots of flour. And then when you're trying to roll it out, add a little bit of oil. That helps it expand. I'm going to put this extra dough away. Thank you guys who are just getting here. We're making some pizza. It's in the oven. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you watching. I do like to cook. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time for it as I would like to. But you can catch me on live when I do have time. Could you have a UCAN biscuit though? What do you mean? I'm sorry. Can you say that again? And put my extra dough away. I'll make another pizza tomorrow. The other thing about the fresh dough is that you can't keep it too long. Like you kind of want to buy it when you're ready to use it. Otherwise it does get too like deflating, I call it, but it won't rise as much when you cook it. So whenever you do buy dough, I suggest you buy how much you need for that moment so that it's still fresh when you cook it. And unless you have some kind of really large like cutting board or something, it's probably easiest to roll it out on your counter. Make sure your counter is nice and clean before you do that, but it's probably easiest to roll it out on your counter. Okay. Sorry, Patrick, I don't know what you meant by your last comment. So you can hear it's a little bit of flour stuck to the counter after you roll it out, but it's pretty easy to clean. You just need some water and a sponge. Thank you. If you just got here, make sure you're tapping the screen, send some likes, give me a follow. I usually go live to cook, and if you ever miss it, you can catch it on my YouTube. My YouTube is linked in my bio. You'll have to click the little symbol it's like an Instagram symbol, but when you click it, it gives the option to go to my YouTube or to my Instagram. I don't know why they just don't have a little YouTube symbol also, but I don't make the rules. So click on the Instagram symbol and then it'll pop up with the option to link to my YouTube. But my YouTube name is the same as my TikTok name, so if you go type in Chefstiny on YouTube, you'll find it. But you can subscribe there if you ever miss anything or you want to go back and make something yourself. You can go there and watch the video in full. You can fast forward, pause, rewind, all of that stuff at your own pace. Let's check. Oh, it's looking good. Looks like I got a little air bubble in the middle of my dough, but that's okay. It's still going to taste the same. Get a lid for this bowl. What did you guys do for New Year's Eve? Did you go anywhere? Watch any fireworks? Or did you just chill at home? Oh, that's my timer. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes. That was 12 minutes. Oh, can you use biscuit dough? That's a good question. I feel like it would be okay. I just haven't done it before. Because all dough is mostly the same stuff. So I would imagine it would work. Definitely worth a try. If nothing else, you have a little pizza biscuit. Nothing wrong with that. I just get the pizza dough because that's what the store offers me. Just chilled in the house. Yeah, I feel you. Living in Las Vegas, it's easy to be able to go to the strip and go to the club and all this, but it just gets very crowded. And then you spend most of your time either in traffic or figuring out where you're going, and then you enjoy a couple minutes of fireworks and then back into traffic. So just chilled at home. I think they said they had over 400,000 people on the Las Vegas Strip last night. That's too many people for me. Too many. almost 500,000 people in one place. No thanks. All right, we cleaned up our mess. Pizza's about ready. Nope. Okay, this looks about ready. What I will do is brush a little olive oil. With my little brush. Let's see, maybe I can turn it. Maybe a little more. Okay. Thank you. Not married, but yes, dating. In a relationship for a few years now. Where is... Oh, here. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to bring the camera back over here. Let's see. Yeah, we got a nice little air bubble in the middle. But that's okay. All right, it's ready. And it's been about 15 minutes. So, depends on how you like your pizza. Let's pop the air bubble. There we go. I'll bring you back over here. Okay. There you go. Y'all can see that, right? Yeah. Here, I'll do one of these for you first. So this is what it looks like. Now that it's done, we had a little air bubble right there, but I popped it. That's something that happens when you're rolling out your dough. That's okay. That's what it looks like. I wish I could have you guys try it through the camera. But the nice thing is we're learning so that you can try it on your own. So I am going to brush the outer crust. Sometimes I'll use like a garlic butter mix. Today I'm going to brush a little bit of olive oil. Sometimes I'll just mix up some butter and some garlic in a bowl. Just put a little on here. Brush that. A little bit. Get the crust a little less ashy there. This one here. Alright, that should be enough. So I'm going to go over it here for about a minute. Everybody can see. We brush some olive oil on the outer crust here. Again, you can use like a butter, add some garlic, put a little garlic butter. That's good too. We made some barbecue chicken pizza. We made some bacon, pan-cooked pizza, used mozzarella cheese. We mixed up some tomato sauce and some barbecue sauce to put on here, some onions, and then we baked it at 475 for about 15 minutes. You can cook it a little less time depending on how you like your pizza. Okay. And then remember, I used my cast iron pan here, but whatever pan you use, just make sure that you put some flour, spread it with your hand, spread flour and oil, very little bit of oil, inside your pan before you put your dough in there. That way it'll pop right out. I'll show you guys in a second, and I'll cut it up for you. And if you want your dough a little more puffy, you will roll it out a little bit less and bring it down to room temperature for a little bit less time. So I wanted this dough a little more flat, so I left it out a while, and then I roll it out a bunch, okay? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, pizza is good, but sometimes I feel like it can be really doughy or like not enough cheese, kind of greasy. I don't know. So yeah, it's better than Pizza Hut. Get the pizza roller. I'll pop it out for you guys so you can see. Let me put it on the cutting board so it's easier to cut. All right, let's go here. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you for watching this whole time too. I could run into that pizza with my mouth. Thank you very much. If you want to see any more delicious meals, make sure you follow me. Check out my YouTube. See, I'm just using a regular spatula, and look how easy I was able to get that pizza out. Boom. Super easy to get out. That's why it's important. Let me show you. It's important to use your flour and a little bit of oil before you put the pizza in. See that? It didn't stick at all. It just popped right out. And if you just got here, let me show you what we're working with. We're about to cut it. This is our fresh pizza we just made. Homemade pizza. We had fresh dough that we rolled out. We put some fresh chicken, bacon, added cheese, onions, a tomato barbecue sauce, and then we brushed the crust with olive oil. Okay, so now we're going to cut it. Where's the pizza cutter? Let's see. It's in the dishwasher. Sorry, y'all, trying to find the pizza cutter. That's a lot easier than using a knife. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay. All right, so let's cut it. Be careful with pizza cutters. I've learned the hard way how sharp they actually are. This looks pretty good. Domino's would charge me about $15 for this. But overall, between ingredients, I feel like I spent, let's see, I just got an onion, already had chicken, bacon, probably to get every single thing, maybe $10. And if you already have something like chicken or bacon at home, you're way ahead of the game. And the ingredients I bought was enough to make more than one pizza. So, might be fun to try at home. All right, let's put a little Parmesan on top. Can't wait till Beyonce goes on tour. I'm there. I feel like it might be one of her last tours, if not her last tour. Okay, so we'll just put a little bit of Parmesan. There we go. How is that? Yeah, thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate your time and conversation. Thank you for watching. I hope you can catch me here in the future as well. Let me turn on this light. Oh, it's too bright for the motion sense light. Okay. Well, here's our final pizza. Okay. We added some Parmesan cheese on top. We got bacon, we got chicken, fresh dough, onions, and a nice mixed up tomato and barbecue sauce to bring you barbecue chicken pizza. So that's it for today's live. I'll leave it on here, but make sure you guys are following me. I appreciate everyone who's been here today. Make sure you give me a follow so you can see any future lives. If you missed this one and you want to see what we did to make this and how you can do it, make sure you go to my YouTube. My YouTube name is the same as my TikTok name, Chefstiny. You can see previous lives I've done, and this one will be up in a couple of days. But make sure you subscribe to me on there as well. Turn on your live notifications for my TikTok. And keep up with what we're doing. I wish I had a schedule I could tell you for when I get on live, but it's kind of just when I have time. So I'm trying to do, let's say, once per week at least. But I will definitely come on here when I have time. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while we made some food. Okay. Thank you. All right, you guys. Well, have a good night. Happy New Year. Make sure you hit that follow button and check me out on YouTube, okay? Bye.